Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Teoscar Hernandez is back in the lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and while he's still searching for his full rhythm, he reminded everyone on Thursday night why his presence matters. In the sixth inning against the Arizona Diamondbacks, with the Dodgers trailing and the game hanging in the balance, Teoscar stepped into the batter's box and launched a go-ahead 3-run homer that ended up being the game winner. It was a moment that electrified the stadium, reignited the dugout, and showed a glimpse of the power Teoscar brings to this lineup. The timing couldn't have been better for a player coming off a 10-day stint on the injured list, still trying to get his timing back. That homer wasn't just about 3 runs, it was a statement. A message. Teoscar Hernandez is back, and even if he's not yet in top form, he's ready to grind and contribute in the biggest moments. For Hernandez, that home run was more than just a stat on the box score. It was personal. "I'm just trying to get going right now," he said after the game, sounding like a player still trying to shake off the rust, but fully aware of what he's capable of. It wasn't long ago, just before the injury, that Teoscar was on an absolute tear at the plate, batting .448 with an OPS well over 1.100 over his last 7 games before the IL trip. He was seeing the ball beautifully, punishing mistakes, and anchoring the heart of the Dodgers lineup. But a groin injury halted all that momentum, and as every baseball player knows, rhythm and timing are everything in this sport. Now, after 2 weeks away from live pitching, he's navigating the challenge of finding a swing again while facing big league arms. There's no sugarcoating it. Adjusting mid-season after missing time is no easy task. And for a guy like Teoscar, who thrives off timing, the struggle is real. Fastballs, in particular, are presenting a challenge. "It looks a little harder than usual," he admitted. That's not something you often hear from a veteran power hitter, but it's a raw and honest insight into the battle behind the scenes. Teoscar knows he's not where he was pre-injury, and he's not pretending otherwise. But he also isn't panicking. He's sticking to his routine, staying within himself, and trusting that with reps and patience, the rhythm will return. It's the mindset of a professional, one who understands the process and embraces the grind. That 6th inning at-bat against Corbin Burnes was a perfect microcosm of Teoscar's journey back to form. He fell behind early, chasing a couple of sliders well out of the zone. The count was 1-2, and it looked like another missed opportunity. But instead of letting frustration take over, Teoscar stepped out of the box, took a breath, and talked himself down. "Just trying to walk around, talking to myself, stay calm, and just trying to hit the ball," he said. Those little moments, the mental reset, the self-awareness, are what separate the good hitters from the great ones. He slowed the game down, regrouped, and waited for his pitch. When Burnes hung a slider over the plate, Teoscar didn't miss. He turned it around and sent it over the fence. Game changed. Momentum shifted. That's what clutch hitters do. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts was quick to highlight that very trait after the game. Even when he takes bad swings or has a bad at-bat, he doesn't let it bleed into the next at-bat or the next swing, Roberts said. That resilience is what coaches and teammates love about Teoscar. He doesn't spiral. He doesn't let a tough pitch or a bad swing define the rest of his night. In fact, sometimes it fuels him. That mental toughness, that ability to compartmentalize failure and reset quickly. It's rare, and it's a huge part of why he's been such a consistent contributor since arriving in LA. Roberts put it best. Teoscar stayed within himself, stayed composed, and capitalized when it counted most. And make no mistake, his teammates noticed. Mookie Betts, the superstar at the top of the Dodgers lineup, emphasized how much of a difference Teoscar makes just by being back. "It just makes our lineup a lot longer," Betts said. And he's absolutely right. Teoscar Hernandez hitting behind guys like Betts and Freddie Freeman adds a whole new layer of danger to this offense. It forces pitchers to stay locked in through the entire order. It changes the game plan, because when you've got a guy like Teoscar who can change the scoreboard with one swing, you can't afford to take a breath anywhere in the lineup. His presence stretches the lineup and makes every inning a threat. But what really makes Teoscar special especially in those high-leverage moments, is his mindset. He doesn't approach clutch situations any differently than any other at-bat. That calm, level-headed approach is exactly what allows him to thrive. "Honestly, I don't really think about big moments," he said. "I always say, and it's been working really good for me, try to go up there, not think about the guys that are on base or in scoring position." That simplicity is key. No pressure, no overthinking, just see ball, hit ball. And with his strength and natural power, even a small mistake from a pitcher can lead to a ball flying over the wall. Teoscar knows it. Pitchers know it. Fans love it. Roberts believes that what sets Teoscar apart is that he welcomes the moment instead of fearing it. "He's not afraid to fail," Roberts said. That fearlessness is crucial in baseball, especially when the game speeds up in late innings and the stakes rise. Teoscar's ability to manage his emotions, stay focused, and deliver in key spots is what's made him so valuable to this Dodgers team. He's not just a slugger. He's a situational hitter, capable of doing damage against fastballs and breaking balls alike, able to hit to all fields. That versatility, combined with his confidence, is what makes him one of the most dangerous hitters in the game when runners are on base. Statistically speaking, Teoscar Hernandez ranks among the elite in driving in runs. And that's not a coincidence. It's the result of preparation, talent, and a whole lot of mental toughness. It's also why Roberts, Betts, and the rest of the clubhouse are so glad to have him back. Because even when he's not at his best, when he's working through timing issues and trying to rediscover his rhythm, he's still capable of changing the game with one swing. That kind of impact is rare. And the Dodgers, in their pursuit of another championship, are going to need every ounce of it down the stretch. So where does Teoscar go from here? He'll keep taking it one day at a time, one at-bat at a time. He knows the fastball still looks a bit quick, that his body's still getting reacquainted with the rhythm of daily play. But he's trending in the right direction. He's back on the field. He's seeing pitches. And now, he's back in the homer column. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Big news is circulating around Major League Baseball, and it's something that could send shockwaves through the entire league, especially for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Rumors are swirling about potential changes to the MLB rules, changes that, if implemented, could directly affect the style of play and strategy that the Dodgers have perfected over the past few seasons. While nothing is officially confirmed yet, insiders close to the league offices suggest that the competition committee is seriously considering adjustments aimed at increasing game tempo and limiting certain strategic maneuvers. For the Dodgers, a team renowned for leveraging every inch of the current rulebook to maximize their offensive and defensive efficiency, this could mean a dramatic shift in their approach. Fans and analysts alike are now asking, could these changes disrupt one of the most successful franchises in recent MLB history? At the heart of these rumored rule changes is a proposal to further limit defensive shifts and pitching changes. The Dodgers have been masters of defensive positioning, using advanced analytics to anticipate hitter tendencies and position their fielders accordingly. Over the last few seasons, this approach has helped them neutralize some of the most dangerous bats in the league. If the MLB enacts stricter regulations on how much a defense can shift, the Dodgers could lose one of their key competitive advantages. Additionally, new constraints on pitching changes, such as reducing the number of mound visits or requiring pitchers to face a minimum number of batters, might hamper manager Dave Roberts' strategic flexibility, particularly in tight postseason games where every matchup counts. Another rumored change involves adjusting the size of the bases and the pitch clock. These may seem like minor tweaks on the surface, but they have significant ripple effects throughout the game. Larger bases and a more strictly enforced pitch clock are designed to encourage more base stealing and reduce game times. For the Dodgers, who rely on a mix of power hitting and patient plate appearances, this could shift the balance of power toward more aggressive base-running teams. Their current roster isn't exactly built around speed. It's built around power and discipline. Players like Freddie Freeman and Max Muncy excel in drawing walks and hitting for extra bases. If the new rules incentivize speed over power, the Dodgers might find themselves needing to recalibrate their entire offensive philosophy. It's also important to note that these potential rule changes are being discussed within the broader context of MLB's ongoing efforts to attract younger fans and boost overall engagement. The league has seen declining attendance and TV ratings over the past decade, prompting officials to explore ways to make games faster and more exciting. Unfortunately for teams like the Dodgers, who've mastered the current, slower-paced strategic game, these changes feel more like obstacles than opportunities. The franchise has invested heavily in player development and analytics departments that thrive under the current rule set. Altering those rules now could feel like moving the goalposts after the game has already begun, frustrating both the front office and the coaching staff. Dodgers fans, of course, are anxiously awaiting more concrete information. Social media is ablaze with speculation and debate. Some believe that great teams, like the Dodgers, will adapt no matter what changes are implemented. After all, the Dodgers boast one of the deepest and most talented rosters in baseball, along with a cutting-edge front office that has consistently stayed ahead of the curve. Others, however, worry that these rule changes are specifically designed to level the playing field, limiting the ability of dominant teams to exploit market inefficiencies. If that's true, then the Dodgers might have more to lose than any other team in baseball. The stakes, therefore, are incredibly high, not just for the Dodgers, but for the entire sport. Interestingly, these rumors come at a time when the Dodgers are already facing a pivotal offseason. With several key players set to hit free agency and questions surrounding their pitching depth, any additional uncertainty caused by rule changes only adds to the complexity of their planning. Front office executives like Andrew Friedman are known for their meticulous approach to roster construction. If the rules do change, they'll need to reevaluate which types of players they target in trades and free agency. Speed and defensive versatility might become even more valuable commodities, while traditional sluggers with less defensive flexibility could see their market value decline. For the Dodgers, a franchise that consistently spends big but also prides itself on player development, this could require a significant shift in both philosophy and practice. Players, too, are voicing their concerns, albeit cautiously, about how these potential changes might affect their individual roles. Pitchers are particularly wary of restrictions on mound visits and pitch timing, fearing an increased risk of injury due to rush deliveries. Veteran Dodgers like Clayton Kershaw, who rely on experience and strategic mound visits to navigate lineups, could be disproportionately impacted. Meanwhile, hitters who have grown accustomed to defensive shifts might find more holes in the field, but also face new challenges if pitchers work more quickly and aggressively. The interplay between these factors could significantly alter the rhythm and feel of a typical Dodgers game, something both players and fans will have to adjust to in real time. From a broader perspective, this situation highlights the constant tension between tradition and innovation within Major League Baseball. The Dodgers, more than perhaps any other franchise, epitomize the modern, analytical approach to baseball, a style that relies on data-driven decisions, matchup exploitation, and maximizing small advantages. MLB's rumored rule changes are, in many ways, a reaction to the dominance of teams like the Dodgers. League officials argue that the game needs more action, more balls in play, and fewer delays. But for Dodgers supporters, it feels like their team is being punished for simply playing the game better than everyone else. This philosophical clash between the league's desire for entertainment and the team's pursuit of competitive excellence is now playing out in a very public and contentious way. As we await official confirmation or clarification from MLB, it's clear that the Dodgers front office is already considering contingency plans. The organization's reputation for innovation suggests they won't sit idly by if these changes become official. Instead, we can expect the Dodgers to pivot quickly, perhaps focusing on acquiring more athletic players who can excel under the new rules or tweaking their pitching strategy to comply with new limitations. What remains to be seen is whether these adaptations will allow the Dodgers to maintain their status as perennial World Series contenders or whether these changes will signal the end of their current era of dominance. Either way, The next few months will be crucial in shaping the franchise's future. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.